Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Projectile to try and change the situation. Medium kick. Sees it coming and blocks it out. The jump in is denied. In there. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Holds out with the block.
Merde.
Quick dash in. Dashes. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Bops him with a target combo. Grabs him. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps.
Merde.
Checks him with a projectile. Medium kick. Anti-air drops him. Picks up the counter. His burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What'll happen here? Will we see it? The low kick hits. Back into the corner. What setup? This is gonna hurt. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Are we gonna see a comeback here? G-right kick for a mix-up. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Back to the corner. The drive impact doesn't work. Love tap to close it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Checks with a medium kick. Blocks it. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to just drops them. Manages to block the jump in attack. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. All the throw connects. What's next? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Jump! Clutch anti-air. Scuff them. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Connects with the throw. Amazing. That corner is starting to look scary. Finds the target. Yes, what a finish. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Let's get throws them to negate the block. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. All right, important tech there in the corner. There's a corner switch. Tries to bait him with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Cross-up block. Player one chases him down. Okay, creating some space here. Solid blocking. Bops him with a target combo. Throws him to negate the block. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets back into the pressure building. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gets them.
Putain.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Extra spicy, sure you can X. Jumps in.
Merde.
A drive impact could end it all here. Jumps. There's a change of side. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. You gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. But experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That was a solid anti-air. No good up high. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Knockdown. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Heading into the end game now.
Merde.
Box him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Big, low, reaching heavy. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. What'll happen here? Connects
Merde.
Scrapping it out up close. Hits them with a stopping block.
Ah putain.
Digs in deep to get that drive in. Flashes them. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who managed. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2, clutch anti-air. Can they create an opportunity? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Doing some quick planning? Jump! How's this? Closing moments of the match. One crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Sit down and shut up! Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Ah putain.
Uses the target combo as a filler. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Gets the side switch. Oh my god, they just...
Ah putain.
That corner is starting to look scary. Medium kick into, crowns him from above. Throws him. Amazing drive impact.
Merde.
A real test of nerves here. Oh man, this is a fair, excellent block. What a clutch low heavy. Keeps him out. Throws him.
Merde, putain.
That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Putain, la chance qu'il a eu quoi, putain.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the low kick. Lots of aggression from both sides. Deftly shuts out the jump. No good up high. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Goes for the throw. Big gap between the two fighters. So they throw out a fireball. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. So ambiguous. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
아, 아프다.
Goes with the safe stuff with that target. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Picks up the counter, drops them from the air. A drive and whip. They're wide open. Keeps them out. Sets up with the jump in. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal. Reads the jump in perfectly. Blocks it. Flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fist do the talking? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. All right. Impact's a no-go. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Trips him up. The jump-in is denied. Trying to read each other here? Close them. What's next? All right, what's coming up next?
뭐야?
Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Box him with a target. A drive, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chance. Wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jumps up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Breaks the block with a throw. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Jumps in. Hits, reads the jump in perfectly. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Life lead is there, but still anyone's impact. Squash. Shows the medium kick. Huddle. Player springs forward with the drive rush. The Kuma Demon Blade kick. Flatline. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a...
Street Fighter 6.